Good morning, students. As we have started the chapter India's size and location, student in the previous class we discussed about the India's size and location. Little more information is given in this chapter about that, especially about the India and the world. How is the position, location of our country in the world context? So let us discuss. The Indian landmass has a central location between East and West Asia. If you see the world map, as here given the world map, in this map, if you see the location of our country, that location is looking that it is at the central position in the world, especially when we think about the sea routes, whatever these different sea routes are there. Most of the sea routes are passing from this Indian Ocean. And India's position at this place, giving a strategic importance to this country, giving us close contact with the eastern and western part of the world. Okay, from these eastern coast, we can have good contact, close contact with these different countries of this region. Similarly, from the western coast, we can have a contact with these different countries of Europe, Africa, all these. And this side, the Asian countries, East Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries. India is southward extension of the Asian continent. You see this Asia continent, and it is the southward extension of Asian continent only. This is also part of Asia, but a major region is this, as extending toward the Indian Ocean. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west, Trans-Indian Ocean routes, whatever these routes are there, sea routes, dotted line given with this blue color, that are giving close contact with the European countries. And the countries of East Asia provide East Asia's countries, all these different countries like Japan, China, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, all these countries connection is easier for our country due to this location. Note that Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, Europe from the western coast, with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. And due to this coastal region, as the triangular landmass of our country is in the Indian Ocean, and India is having a large coastline, and due to this eastern coastline and the western coastline, we need not to cross from this point to this region to reach that area. From if we are on this side, we can have sea routes we can get sea routes from this side only, and if we are on this side of our country, we can get sea routes from this side also. And you know that transportation charge in the sea, in the water, is very much lower than the land transport, and that way it helps us to reduce the transportation charges. Even sometime it is seen we are transporting a good from this region to this region by land road. So instead of transporting it by land road, it is cost efficient if we transport by the sea routes. Now students, no other country has long coastline on Indian Ocean as India has. Of course, in Indian Ocean, if you see the world map, no other country is having such longer coastline in the Indian Ocean as here given 7,115 kilometer length is there of this coastline. So such longer coastline no other country has. And because of this position of India in the Indian Ocean justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Means Indian Ocean name is in on the name of our country. Just because of this that India has the longest coastline in the Indian Ocean, and that is why it is named as Indian Ocean. Now, India's contact with the world have continued through ages, but her relationship through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. Of course, before the sea routes, land routes were available, and India was having trade relations with the different part of the world, and that proofs are visible through these different Vedic books. The various passes across the mountain in the north have provided passes through the ancient travelers, while the ocean restricted such interaction for a long time. As earlier, people were not having this belief that Earth is spherical in shape, so people were having this fear that if they will go a longer distance in the sea, they may fall from the earth. So that is why the people were not trying to move in the sea. They were moving over the land routes only from by passing these different mountains given in this area, whatever this region is there. By crossing these mountainous region, people were had having that trade relations with the other part of the world. The various passes across the mountain in the north have provided passes. Passes means you know that students. Passes I hope you need to understand. Suppose the mountain is there. I take red color here for better understanding. Suppose here a mountain is there. So whatever this middle region will be there, lower land will be there. That is referred as pass through which people can easily cross the mountain. Otherwise, if suppose this is a longer range and very high altitude, so they cannot cross this mountain from this area. But wherever this lower altitude is there, from this way they can cross the mountain, and this is referred as pass. While the ocean, okay, the these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient time. So there are some information available from these different epic books through which we know that the different ideas from India went to other part of the world, and some ideas from other part of the world came into our country. So the ideas of Upanishad and Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, and the decimal system thus could reach many part of the world. So through this way, the information of these different books are found in the different part of the world, that is showing that India had some relations with these different other countries of the world. And of course that relation was in terms of trade activities. Earlier in your history part you may have studied that India had good trade activities, trade relations in the form of spices. India was famous for spices in the world, as India is having very distinct biodiversity, yeah, very rich biodiversity, variation in climatic condition in different part of the country, and according to that only the different types of spices are growing in our country, and that spices were very famous in the world. Similarly, the textile industry also of our country was very much popular in the world, and especially the muslin. You know that muslin is a cotton fiber cloth which is a very fine, which is made up of very fine fiber used of cotton. It is believed that a single one cloth which the people are using as a dhoti, that can be passed through a ring, that is anguti. From that it can be passed. Means so fine part threads fibers are used. The spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India into different countries. So this is believed. This is a proof obtained from different books that the India was having trade relation with these different other countries in the world. This is a muslin figure. You can see here how soft and very fine threads are looking, fine fibers are looking here in this picture, not very clear. You can see now. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural style of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in the different part of our country. Whatever these Greek sculpture and dome style minarets are there, which we see in our country in different parts like Agra. So that came from West Asia. West Asia is that Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, nearby places. So from those areas, India was having some trade relations, and that information that ideas came to our country through these trade activities, whatever these were in the past. That architectural style you can see here in the figure. Now this is time to discuss homework, students. The question number one from your exercise, choose the right answers from the four alternatives given below have to be done. And one more question was there from the previous module. You have to do this also. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to, means the sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat in the west, but the watches show the same time. How does this happen? So student, we had discussed in the previous module about the determination of time with the help of a standard meridian, and why was that standard meridian chosen, and how that 2 hours of difference comes from the easternmost and the westernmost longitude. That all the points have been discussed in the previous module. We can take help from the previous module, and from the book also you can take help, and with the help of those you write down this answer. And next question, the central location of India at the head of Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? So today's module is mainly focused on this, about the strategic importance of India's central location in the world. So you can see this video and try to find out answer from the video and as well as from the textbook. So these all questions has to be done today only, students. Don't leave the work pending. Don't leave the work for next day. The work given on the same day, you try to finish the work so that you can be regular in your completion of homework and can get time to learn question answer. Keep on learning these question answer. As the time passes, you will be getting lesser and lesser time to learn. So don't wait for any other next time will come when you will learn. Keep on learning also these questions answer, and whatever question you are not able to understand during the daytime, you may ask on my personal WhatsApp number, and I will try to solve your problems. So first you all of you do the exercise whatever questions are given, and when you are not able to write the answer, not able to find out the answer, let me know. I will try to help you. Again, I will request you that don't copy answer from your friend's copy, from your friend's notebook. You have to write answers from your own by taking help of book, this video, and don't write directly from the internet also. This will not be a good practice for you people, as already I have requested in the previous module. So I hope you will follow my instruction, students. Now, bye bye, students. We'll meet in the next module. Thank you.